Hey everyone, I'm so thrilled. I'm so just beyond my cup overflows from the top of my head to my toes. I'm just so excited with the things that I'm making and your comments just really just man, I tell you what, I'm just so thrilled. Thank you so much. Oh wow. I'm just you just make my day, my week. You touch my heart. Thank you. Today, well, it's nighttime. It's not late. It's like 7. I'm going to get started with another finial for ornament with the dark fat wood that is just so far gone. I got some chunks here. I got another piece here, and I'll split it in half to make 2 more. So a total of 4, I hope. Anyway, I cut some pieces of the striped fat wood because when I make the ball, hopefully I'll make another ball that will be the striped fat wood again. And what I did is I cut these 2 squares out so I can make it 2-colored fat wood, and it just looks incredible. It's just absolutely stunning. I don't know what to say. I mean, I thought about doing that, and I know other people do things like this, and they do things way more than I do. I've seen pictures of people putting all kinds of colors together in blocks and making all kind of beautiful designs with stuff. And I've not done that, that's for sure. But anyway, I hope y'all can join me, and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, I hope to see you then. Okay, I think it's been holding for long enough, probably. I'm going to loosen this up, and I'm going to put the other end on. I went ahead and put the dowel in the other end so I can stick it in the hole in here so we can get this going. Wow, that has some resin coming out over here on the end. You probably can't see it. Yeah, sticky. Okay, it's not a big deal. It's all good. I just love fat wood, so, I see stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, how cool. All right, I didn't drill a hole in the other end yet. That's right, I almost forgot. I got to put this chuck back in so I can drill a hole in the other end. So this is going to be held together very well. Very well. I need to smooth that off or something, because I want to make sure it sits flush on there. See if I can clean that up just a tad, because that's an odd shaped thing slinging around right now. Let me put my shield on, because I sure don't want that thing to come off possibly and hit me in the face. Done that. Now I get to start over again. Get drill a hole back into it. Wow. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. That was a no-no. That was not smart. All right, let me get a little hole started first. And what I'll do is go ahead, well, no, I can't do that. Yes, I can. All right, let's go ahead and get another dowel. See, you don't give up. You just keep on persisting until you get it right, because sometimes it just doesn't work the way you thought, and then you learn from your mistakes. I've learned from many mistakes I've made, and just like the idiom goes, the Edison, I believe it was Edison, failure is the mother of success. And it really is, because, you know, you fail and you learn that you shouldn't do it that way. You got to do it the other way, you know, and that's how I learn. I've learned a lot of stuff. Now, you can't learn everything by mistakes. You can't take arsenic. You take arsenic one time, you're going to die. You better not try it. Some things you don't try, you better listen, and you better heed the warning. Alright, the only tricky part or caveat is going to be cutting it off over here. Is it going to be okay over here? And I'm going to try to be gentle and slowly cut it off, because it's way too long. Okay, I'm going to cut it off down in here. Probably make sure I have a long enough finish, because that's a long. That's way too long. So I still got to insert the ball in the top. See, so that's way too long, and this will be, when I cut this piece off, this section here I'll use for the top, right? So every bit of this, just about every bit of it I'm using. Isn't that great? Whoa. Don't break now. Woo! That was scary. That almost broke off. The whole thing. That's what I was fearful about. Now it's off center again. This wood is not cooperating with me. It's off center again. It's not right. That right there is trying to move too. That is not good. Oh my goodness. Tell you what, I'm going to take it off and I'm going to cut it on the table saw, because it's got a deep hole and I can't get it centered. And I'm not going to be able to turn on and center it with a tool because it's wobbling. So, let's see. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, I cut it off with my table saw there. I was trying to get it in the center right there, and it still kind of come off to the side just a little. So I have to smooth it down again, and it's getting just a little bit small. I don't like that, but that's okay. We're still going to make this. It's still going to be done. We're going to do this. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay, we got a little bit of a crack there, so I'm going to take these shavings. That's why I was putting them over here on the lathe with my skew. They were on the skew. I was dumping them right there. So I'm going to fill that in a little bit. And the only other problem I have is that this went through far enough when I formed this part to the dowel. And it's a light color. And so I'll have to darken that somehow, and I'm not sure how. Maybe with a Sharpie that's brown, you know, kind of cheating or something. But it is what it is, okay? It's okay. Now this finial pointy part, this is smaller than I wanted it to be. And I wanted this to be more oval like an egg, but that's okay. We're going to have it round because it was not cooperating with me. I didn't make it properly. Now the first one I made well. I made it perfectly. I don't know how. You know, that wood is so freaking dark. I'm beginning to wonder if it's not fat wood because it's just so dark brown. It might be oak, and I'm mistaking it for fat wood because of the lines in it. It's got lines in it. I reckon oak may have fine lines in it too. You know, I could be wrong, but regardless of the case, I'm still using fat wood, right? And if I use another wood along with it, it's not gonna make it wrong. I probably need to stand corrected if that's the case. I mean, somebody out there who knows about oak, and if it has some lines in it, they may know that this may be oak. So we'll see. Okay, the way it's acting up, I'm going to have to go ahead and cut it off. I'm not able to get that tip the way I wanted it. But that's okay. She's a beauty still. She's a keeper. We're just going to... And I wanted to get this thinner, but I started hearing some funny noise, so I thought I better leave it alone. Tough one to work on. That was a pain. And I didn't get the flare it right there, and I didn't make that smaller. You know, I'm a bit disappointed in that area. But it is what it is. We're just going to leave it alone. Now, this ball area is absolutely beautiful. That is gorgeous. Can you see the ball? All right, it's the next day. Now we got to make the globe part. Okay, and I got some of that nice blind kind of fat wood there. You see it's got ridges on it where I cut it with chainsaw one time before in the past. But I cut it with the table saw over here, so maybe you can see it over here. There's a beautiful line, so I'm turning it totally against the grain. So I'm going to make more of an egg-shaped one. Now, my only concern is it does have a crack here. It has a crack over here running through, so I got to be careful. Anytime you have cracks in wood, you have to be careful. And you may not want to turn it at all because it might hurt you. So you got to be careful, and you definitely need to wear your safety equipment. At least I do. I know I do. Especially when I'm roughing it out. Here we go. We're going to rough it out, okay? All right, let's look at it and see where we are. Okay, we got a flat spot still here. The good thing about the bowl gouge is it really removes wood very well, very smoothly and quickly, unless you get a catch. And then you will really move out a chunk of wood. I mean, those things can be scary. I thought the skew was scary, but I'll tell you what, that bowl gouge, man, that'll put a spanking on you if you don't watch it. It'll spank you. Okay, it's looking good though. I love the swirls on there, don't you? Now I have to be smaller because, and you see that big old crack? Big old crack. We'll have to doctor that, and hopefully it will hold together. We'll see. You know, and now I just need to let you know, this was some scrap piece of wood that I picked out of the pile that I was going to throw away a while back before I got that smaller chuck. So I just want to let you know I'm able to take that small scraps and save them. Isn't that great? All right, here we go. Trying to get as smooth as I can over here because this side is going to be on the chuck, and if I get most of it done, that's fantastic. And then I got to fill in that crack some. Okay, it's a big old slash through here, and like I've said before in other videos, this wood here has a tendency to have cracks, especially when you're going against the grain. You run into cracks. Okay, this is something that this wood is characteristic of having. I don't know. I'm going to finish sanding this area some, and then I'm going to fill that crack in. And I'll be back. Now I wish that crack wasn't there, because I don't like it messing up the beautiful swirls. But it's part of the character of this wood. And that's what this is. And we're just going to leave it the way it is. Okay, let's fill that baby in. Let's get her filled in some so that we can... I'll tell you what, let me... This tip always dries on here. I hate that. It works though. Okay, let's get some wood shavings and see if we can rub it in that crack. Beautiful. What do you think? Filled in very nicely. Alright, I apologize that you were getting the tail end of this. I thought I had my video camera on and I forgot to turn it back on. But anyway, I'm pretty much finished with the top. All I have to do is put a hole in it and cut it off. I'll put a hole in it later, I reckon. I'll probably regret doing that. Let's try to do that now. right, I'm back. Excuse me. I keep saying we're back. All right, kitty cat. What in the world's my cat doing? Sylvester, what are you doing? I'm trying to do something here. He was raking he ate some food, and you know how cats sometimes they'll rake, like they're raking or hiding the pile or food so they can get back to it later. I don't know what he was doing. But anyway, this is the finished piece. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at that. Now she's long. She's got a longer tip. I mean a longer finial. And I love that. That right there is so beautiful. Now I wanted the tip longer and I wanted to finish it over here and I couldn't. As y'all know. That's okay. I mean, she is absolutely stunning. I want you to see, let me tap my screen. That ball right there is just so, it's just so beautiful. Now it's got splotchy areas. This is just a characteristic, the character of this wood, excuse me. But man, this is just so beautiful to me because the designs on it, you don't even have to use color markers or anything. I mean, you know, to me that would just ruin it. This right here is natural and it makes such a beautiful ornament with the swirls on there and everything. I made the tip up here pointier, so she's just a little bit different than the other tips. Now here's the area. Let me get my screen going. There's the area that I filled in. You can still see it, but it's smoothed out, and it's just smooth with the globe here. It's just, whoa, she's trying to come down now. Oh, okay, you're trying to hop off. Let me lay her down. Lay down, baby. Okay, now I haven't, let me get the other one out that I did the first time. That's my second one that I did a short time back. Now, I've done other finials and stuff since then, but anyway, okay. The other one, this ball is bigger than this ball. Okay. The lines on this are going more vertical with the swirls. This one's going more sideways with the swirls. Isn't that interesting? I reckon it was the way I cut the wood. I don't know. But I tried to kind of match the lines going along with the lines on the smaller ball on the finial. So, but I wanted you to see there is a, you know, there two, let me see if I can get out of the shadow of it. She's shorter. I mean, excuse me, this one's shorter than this one. You can tell that this one's, let's pull it up a little bit. She is shorter, but you can't really tell a whole lot of difference in the video. I can see a lot of difference compared to the two. I would say she's at, oh my goodness, let's see, about 3/4 of an inch longer. I'm guesstimating. But I mean, they're both just absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful wood to work with. That's why I love this wood. Excuse me, I know I've said it before, but it's just so, you know, beautiful to take the darker pieces of wood and put it with the lighter. So, if you remember earlier on, I said that I thought that maybe this is not fat wood, and I don't think it is. It doesn't even smell like it. Now, I got some darker pieces of goblets that I made. I know you regulars already heard me on that. You've seen that video, but for the new people, they don't know. So, I have some goblets that's darker wood, and it is fat wood. You can smell it too, and it smells beautiful. So, you know, I have darker wood that's fat wood, and then I have some darker wood that I just don't know. That one right there is dark. Now this one's lighter. This one's lighter in color, and so it might still be fat wood here. But this one right here is so dark, it just does not, it doesn't even smell like fat wood at all. It smells so nasty. But regardless, it doesn't matter because I'm still working with fat wood. And this is fat wood. That's fat wood. I mean, these things are fat wood here. This fat wood. So, you know, I think that this is probably fat wood on this one. But this one is not. Now, I could be wrong. But, so, you know, regardless of it, I mean, it's not like I can't put two different pieces of wood together, right? I'm still working with fat wood, so that's all that matters. You know, it doesn't bother me none. Another thing is the wood, the darker wood did not cut like regular fat wood. There is a difference. Fat wood is softer wood, and it's not powdery. It's just, you know, it has the resin in it and stuff. So when you cut it's slightly sticky. Even when it's dried out, it's not as dry as this wood was when I cut it. So this cut very differently. So I do believe this is a different kind of wood. So anyway, all right, I digress. Anyway, so she's done. She's beautiful. Let me move this one out of the way because I already did a video on you. And so anyway, I just want to say thank you for letting me share my art with you. It's a privilege and honor, and I find such joy in making this art. I love to do art. I've always loved to do art all my life. I remember when I was a little girl, my mom she had a lot of health problems, and she would come, you know, I would come to her bedside sometimes, and she would actually color with me in coloring books. I'll never forget that. And I tried my hardest and my best to stay in the lines best I could. I remember I would focus on that, try to stay in the lines. So, you know, she spent time with me as a little girl when I was little, and just colored with me. And she was artistic. She was artistic. My grandmother was artistic. And her I know at least one of her sisters, if not two more of her sisters, were artistic. So, well, enough about my family. We have art that runs in our family. So I just thoroughly enjoy doing art, taking junky pieces of wood with the wood turning and turning into something beautiful. I mean, just think. This right here was wood laying in the woods that was junky and was slowly, ever so slowly deteriorating and rotting away. It takes years and years for fat wood to disappear, but it does. Okay, so anyway, I just want to thank you, all of you newcomers, all my visitors. Thank you so much for coming by, and all my regulars. Thank you for each and every one of you. Thank you, because you are what makes my channel, and I'm so excited. And I hope you can join me on my next video that I have coming up. I have not put it together yet as I'm speaking today, 24th. So when I put this video out, it'll be a few days later, a day or two later. It might be Tuesday or Wednesday. So the next video after this one, it is going to be, I had an idea in my brain, swirling my brain for a little while now. LP brought up about something, so I can't tell you what is going on, But I have an idea, and I already made it, and I believe y'all are going to love it. And I hope that you can not only join me in this video, but see me in the next video. Because the next video, I'm going to blow you away. How about that? Okay. I'll see you next time, I hope, okay? All right. Bye-bye.